Kirsten. Again, Tendulkar, the fielder at long on.
There is a tremendous craze for cricket in India. This is why the Indians follow each and every development of the game, right from the selection of the national team to its performance on the field.
That's well struck. There should be 4 runs. Yes, it is.
Radio and television have spread this game far and wide. And when the team performs well, the popularity of the game increases.
Call it romance, call it devotion, call it obsession. The fact is, it takes a wholehearted effort for a man to reach far ahead in his life. Raj Singh Dungarpur, popularly known as Raj Bhai, has devoted 50 years of his life in watching the game and loving the game with a passion. His obsession with the game has made him reach on top of the board. Here he recalls his memo years, heroes and friends.
I think I wouldn't have got so much involved with cricket if I hadn't watched the Holkar team as I did, as frequently as I did, and I did it in the age where one was looking for heroes, and in Mushtaq Ali I had my boyhood hero.
Born at Dungarpur in Rajasthan, he inherited the love for cricket from his illustrious father, Maharaval Lakshman Singh Ji, who had the distinction of leading the CCI team against Jack Riders 11 in Delhi.
My father was a first-class cricketer. He actually founded the Rajasthan Cricket Association, then called Rajputana. He played with Colonel C.K. Naidu, and he played with Mushtaq Saab, and he played with Amir Ilahi and Amar Singh, and Ramji was even employed by my father and was in Dungarpur. So long before I was born, I think cricket...
so it was in the family?
It was very much in the family, yes.
Raj Singh got his education at Delhi College, Holkar College and Christian College in Indore. His life as a cricketer started and flourished at Indore as a fast medium bowler. He received national recognition in the 50s.
We were playing a Wednesday afternoon match in 1955, and then the captain of the Madhya Bharat team, Captain C.T. Sarvate, we affectionately all call him Chandubai, he came and called me aside and he told me that I've been selected to play for Ranji Trophy. So I think that was the greatest piece of cricket news that I ever heard. And I must say that I owe a lot to Delhi College for being a first-class cricketer.
He has the rare distinction of completing a double in the Ranji Trophy and has to his credit 1007 runs and 181 wickets for Rajasthan in the national championships.
He, Hanuman Singh and Surveer Singh all made their debut in first-class cricket when I was the Madhya Pradesh captain. So I know them very well from the very beginning. And Raj Singh particularly has got an obsession with cricket. He loves the game and he reads a lot about it. He is virtually an encyclopedia on cricket, and he has followed it up when he shifted to Bombay.
I was wanting to do my law, which I never completed. I'd gone to Delhi University, but then there is some problem about getting an admission there, although they were very keen to have me because of my cricket. So then I decided, since I had a flat here in Bombay, to come to Bombay. And once I came here, I think this became my home. I came here in 1959, July, and I have been there ever since, almost 40 years now. And of course, most of it has been spent in this club, the Cricket Club of India. And I played a lot of cricket for the CCI. I captained them for about a period of 3 years. So I would like to say that this is my first home, and my flat is my second home, because I spend more time here than I spend at my flat.
Raj Bhai has been a selector, manager and an administrator. As a selector, he spotted the talent of Sachin, who is a God's gift to the game of cricket. As a manager, he toured to England and Pakistan. Let's share his experiences of those days.
I enjoyed very much being a selector. I enjoyed the responsibility of being the chairman of selection committee, and I enjoyed my 4 assignments as the manager of the Indian team. But what I will never forget is that when we beat England 2-0 in 1986, I think that was something very gratifying, and I had the pleasure of accompanying a truly outstanding Indian team. I would like to say it was one of the best Indian teams that have ever left the shores of this country, captained by Kapil Dev, and Ravi Shastri was the vice captain. I also, I think, liked the challenge, which is perhaps an exercise more in diplomacy than cricket, of being the manager of the Indian team in Pakistan.
It was a very delicate tour.
It is always a very delicate tour, and I think we were one of the few teams which came without losing. So that was pretty good.
As a selector or chairman of the selection committee, he took some bold decisions. One such decision was to select young Sachin Tendulkar to play for India, even though he had not completed his schooling.
Today when I see him, he's gone well beyond my expectations as a player. I think he is one of the greatest players, and perhaps quite easily the greatest match-winning batsman we have produced, because unfortunately Colonel C.K. Naidu never played one-day cricket, or he would have done wonders. And extremely committed, highly intelligent, and on top of that, a thorough professional and a great patriot.
He first became Vice President of the Board of Control for Cricket in India and later took over as President.
I personally feel that if the board were to function in a way where the President had a free hand to act as he did, and perhaps would be checked only if the members felt that there's something going wrong, I think he would be the ideal man to have a president, because he could do a lot. He's so close to the players. He has a tremendous rapport with the players. He has a tremendous rapport with the umpires and everybody around the game. And I think with all these qualities in him that he had and the benefit of his family, he rounded up into a tremendous executive, and I think he's probably one of the best, most distinguished board presidents we've had.
The game is taking new dimensions, and even the approach towards the game has changed. Such features as professionalism, athleticism, commercialization, and mental toughness play a key role in shaping the progress of a player and raising the standards of the game. How these qualities can be developed?
I think the modern cricket and one-day cricket is played on 3 A's: attitude, application, and most importantly on athleticism. So I think we have to inculcate the high level of fitness in our youngsters. Indian team is the end product. You can never do it with the Indian team. I think A team is also just about a semi-finished product. But if you do it under 16, inculcate the fitness, that fitness is just as important as cricketing skills, if not more, then of course we have to inculcate that. And any youngsters who are listening into this program, I think it is my very strong view that if you want to play cricket, you want to be among the best in the world, you have to be extremely fit. You've got to spend as many hours practicing the game as to raise the standard of your fitness.
Cricket is moving towards globalization. It has spread in all parts of our country. There is a need to improve the standard of the game in our country. It is a tough and a challenging job. What can be done to improve the standard of the game?
One of the ways will obviously be that we have cricket academies, one national academy and various other academies. The board is addressing itself to it. We are very interested to see that academies crop up, but it's geographically it's not very easy to locate what is the ideal place, because it's just not the location of the place. You have to also see the education of the boys who will be coming to the academy, and also the climatic conditions. Also, I think the Board of Cricket Control or its affiliated units of all the state associations cannot be solely responsible to see that this game reaches to the rural areas, because in the rural areas are the healthier youth of India who stay. And it should be the responsibility of the State Sports Council, who have got vast funds at their disposal, to take the game and see that the game is not just popularized, but coaching is conducted, so the healthier and stronger boys come into the mainstream of the game. Similarly, I think at the International Cricket Conference level, the globalization of cricket is very important. It is only confined now to about 30-35 countries, of which 9 are test-playing countries. But very recently, as you have seen, cricket is doing extremely well in Bangladesh and is doing well in Kenya. So they will very soon be joining the Test Match Club of the ICC. The present president of the International Cricket Conference is Mr. Jagmohan Dalmia, whose brainchild it is to globalize cricket. And he's addressing himself to it. Very soon, I think China and Japan will join in, and there'll be many more countries who will be joining in to get involved with the cricket. And as and when that takes place, I am quite sure the cricketing globe will grow larger, and so will be the game.
His interest in cricket was so genuine that he involved himself with all things related to the game, whether it was playing the game, giving a commentary of the match, or administrating its affairs.
His rapport with everyone was outstanding. There's not a single person whom I can remember now, or even those days, who did not have a good word to speak about Raj Singh. May it be groundsmen, may it be players, may it be administrators, may it be fellow cricketer of any other state as well. They always had very high regards for Raj Singh. And I don't blame them, because Raj Singh ji is such a person. If you like cricket, you can easily like him. If you don't like cricket, you may not like him.
Finally, in which form, shall I say, or what aspect would you like the people to remember? You know, you have been a player, an administrator, a commentator, and also a writer, frequently writing in different newspapers and magazines. So, which way would you like to be remembered most?
Somebody who's had a romance with cricket all his life, and given the second chance to live my life through, I'd like to do the same. This game has given me so much pleasure, and that I have been able to serve it in various capacities at state level, at club level, at national level and international level has been a rare privilege, which I cherish very much. And I'm quite sure that the efforts of people like me, who are so much enchanted and engrossed by cricket, will somehow pay dividends.